Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Willow and we are about to create a set of witches beads or affirmation beads or meditation beads or chanting beads, whatever you wish to call them. Here is a set that I made when um, I hosted Circle and we all made these in Circle. Now I chose the greens and the blues and the purples as they put me in the mind of the violets back home in Ohio in the spring. And then my charms are a butterfly for spring and a flower, which means growth and transformation. And then I have a tree and a dragonfly, and the dragonfly means inspiration, and the tree means to um, run, root yourself deep into the earth and where you are. So this is the set that I created. These are made with 8 millimeter glass beads, 4 millimeter um, glass bicone beads, and then silver spacers, which are about, I say about a 6 millimeter maybe. And this is what we're going to be creating. But here's the difference. Here is a couple of bracelets, and this I believe is a 10 millimeter, and this is an 8 millimeter, and so are these. So these are a couple of bracelets that was given to me to create something with. Um, they're the stretchy bracelets, but they're really kind of like stretched out. And so they were given to me, and I'm going to use these to take these apart to create another witch's meditation bead. It depends what you want to call them. I call them witches beads, but you can use them for meditation. You can use them for affirmations. You can even use them for chanting. Now, here's the pattern that I follow. The pattern that I follow, let me move this wire out of the way, this bead wire. Here's the pattern that I follow. So these, you set a 3 beads here. This is called a chant. This is called a breath. This is called a chant. So 3 beads grouped together is a chant. You either one accent bead or your group of accent beads is called a breath. You need 7 sets of chants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you have your breath. Now when you start your first breath, if you notice, it is not a complete set. If you use this method, you use your breath with 2 accent beads. If you use 3 as your breath, then beginning, it's going to be like a half breath. It's going to be 1 accent and then the breath bead itself before you start your chant. So you will need, we're going to call this, okay, mini breath. So you got 2 mini breaths, 1 to begin, 1 to end. But in between, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 full breaths. Now, even though you do take a good deep cleansing breath here and here, as well with each of the breaths, this is just a construction of how this is made. So each chant has 3 beads, and since you have 7 chants, you have 21. You have a repetition of 21 affirmations. So it would be like, if you're doing an affirmation, let's say, I am well, I am whole, I am well, I am complete. Then that would be 1. I am well, I am whole, I am complete. I am well, I am whole, I am complete. I am well, I am whole, I am complete. That is 1 chant. That is a set of 3 affirmations for 1 chant. So when you complete the 7 sets of chants, you have completed 21 affirmations. Okay? So, and then that is called 1 whole repetition. So this is what we're going to be creating today. So what we will need is 21 of the larger beads and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the smaller beads. Now I thought I would go with the smaller beads that I'm going to use. I thought I already had those out, but apparently I did not. So just let me grab those. I am going to go with these smaller beads in the center. So those are going to be the beads I use in between. And I also had some clear beads I thought I wanted to work in with it as well. So let me see if I can. So I want to work these in as well. And I don't know if you can see them on camera, but these have a they have a high polish finish, almost like a titanium finish that really makes them glitter and shine. And then I have the larger brother to those, which are these clear ones, and they also have a nice glitter and shine. Now, I have a couple trays here. So here, the charms I'm going to be using is I'm going to put a pentacle on one end. On the other end, I'm going to put a crescent moon and a star. And then you are going to need 2 jumpers, 2 crimps, and then 2 crimp covers as your hardware, your spacer beads, your accent beads, and then your I'm not sure if we're going to use these, only if we do not have enough of these. We have to design these out, and that's what I have these for. So let's get started with these. Let's get a pair of scissors and cut these. Now I'm going to take the charms away. We will not be using the charms whatsoever. I'm going to take all these beads off, and I want to do the same with this one. Okay, and I want to take all these charms off. You may be hearing noise in the background. As you know, all my videos are outside. It's kind of like in real time, so life goes on around me. It's spring, so a lot of people are cleaning up their yards. I am trying to be louder than the noise, but we'll just see how it goes. So I'm taking out all of these things I will not be using. I decided to do this in gold. I really think the gold looks good with this green, especially these sparkly ones. So we're going to scoot this up, and then we are going to design ours. And like I said, we need 3, 3, 3 until we have 7. So I was thinking, I like this. I was thinking the 2 of these with one of the clear. Then I was thinking the 2 of these with one of the green. And this is the repetition. But if I begin with this, I will end with this. So now you're going to hear the garbage truck as well in the background. Please ignore. That's just the way it goes here. Then, and of course, you know they're going to have, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's check this again. So then this is center. See, okay, now we see the mistake. And we are not going to have enough. So instead, we're taking these 2 out. We're going to make it 2 green and put this green in the center. So I need that here as well. 2 green with this green in the center. So we have these, these, these. And then here, I'm not going to put this green here. I'm going to put a clear there. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's move this one and 7. Now let's see what we have here. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now we have the 7 of those. We can move these over. And then we are going to be, I want to see how well these will work together. Ooh, tiny. This is bigger. So I'm going to make this the breath and put the 2 gold on each side. That's how we're going to do it. Let's crimp up. Let's crimp up our wire on one end. So you are going to want to take one of your crimper beads and slide it on. I'm not going to slide this on yet. You want to take one of the crimp beads itself. Smooth this over. Is that not wanting to come out of there? Ooh. Tiny, tiny. And here's how I do it. I run it through and then I come back around and run it back through again. So you can see how it creates that circle as that circle pulls down upon itself. Then I pull that tight. Let me get my pliers and pull it tight. And then I crimp that. I just crimp it off. Perfect. I take the flush cutters and I cut them. Now, starting on the back side, and this is the only time you want to do this. When you get to the other end, you're going to have to put the crimp bead on first. But I didn't want to risk it falling off while I was trying to crimp that end up. So now I'm going to slide that down and over. And now I'm going to take the crimpers and crimp and lock that. Perfect. See how that worked out? That's perfect. So now I want to take this. I want this to be held still. So I'm going to take my, I'm going to take a pair of my pliers because I want this weighted. And I'm going to lay them there to weight that down. Get that weighted. Perfect. And now that should hold this. Let's move these. I'm not going to be using this right now. I'm going to be using this one and this one. So let's smooth this up. I want to see if this is in frame. Yes, it is. Perfect. So remember what I said about the half. Since this will be in the large, we'll put on one large silver. If you look here, you'll see this. You see what I'm talking about? We'll put on the gold, and then we'll put on that little clear bicone. And you see that? That is that first breath right there. And then we will add our first, what we call a chant. You can see that now. And then we're going to put on another one of, I don't know if I can see the hole here. Then another little gold. Then another little clear. And we'll move those down. See, and this is your breath. So then let's move on to our next sequence. See what we have here. That's kind of small, but it is going to work. I will, I don't know if I'll accept that. Not sure if I like that. This may have to be rethought, so I'm pulling this off. and I want to rethink this. What if we put that in the middle and put the large? Take this one away and put the large. And then we're down to this one. I think that might work better. Let's give this a try. So this is where I messed up here, because I didn't like that. I didn't like the way that was working. We wanted to use the gold, then the clear as the breath, then the gold spacer. That is the way we wanted that to go. Perfect. I'm going to need to put this back down. That should do it. Yeah, that should do it. Now let's try these. I like those big glass green ones, but it didn't look right in the center. So we just changed it around a little bit. Now I do like that. So then it's another little green one. I mean a little gold one. Then a clear. And then another little gold. Perfect. Now we go back to the green rondelle, the green ball, and the green flashy, sparkly rondelle. And I like to use a heavy duty bead wire for this because I'm going to be handling it. It's not something to wear, it's something to work with. It is a tool. So we're going to add the gold, another little sparkly bicone, so tiny. Beautiful. Now we can go back to these. I would like to have used more of the ones from the bracelet, you know, because that was what was creating the bead challenge, but it just didn't look right. Well, that went somewhere. So now we're doing the gold. We've almost gone through this. We're already on our fourth sequence. The clear. Back to the gold. Then we have the green, and the green. Let's go back to the little gold one. The clear 4mm bicone spacer that we're using as our breath. And then not that one. Beautiful. Then we go back to the green again. The clear, larger 8mm bicone. The 10mm green. And now we are back to the gold sensor, the gold spacer. 4mm bicone crystal. Another 2mm gold. And then we add, you might hear neighbors talking, then we add back on the final greens. Now here we are, we're at the end, and this is where we put back on our half breath, as I want to call it, which will be, it will be the 4 millimeter crystal, the breath, and then the little gold accent to finish. And there you go. Let's count up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Absolutely perfect. Now we can finish this. To finish, you want to take your bead cover. You want to take your crimp cover, open it up a little bit, and slide that on as far as it will go. Then, now you want to take your last little crimp bead. You want to slide this through as such. Whoa, I don't think I'm in there. Make sure it goes in that hole. Is there a problem with this crimp bead? Have a good look at it. It is not open on one side. Let us get another little crimp bead. Let me get those out. I try to have everything ready for this video, but you just don't know. It can vary. Now you can hear the garbage truck again in the background. Jumping, happy little village. Okay, now we're going to put this on. Going to run it right through there. Now we're going to bring this down almost as far as we can, and then we're going to run this right back up to it, just like we did on the other end. So you're going to see where this is going to form this 8. Now I want to curl this around, curl it, because that's going to make this have enough room. So I'm going to take my nail and slide that down in there as far as I can, and then pull this. And I pulled it as tight as I can. I'm going to grab my pliers and give it a good pull, and then I'm going to crimp this off. Just like that. Take the flush cutters and cut it flush. Now we will fold this back up over. And we will lock it down with the crimp. Perfect. Now let's move these beads out of the way before I spill them everywhere. And we now have the 2 ends. We could not use this crimp. It's not open. We move that out. And let's bring in our charms. And now we will put the 2 of these on. I do have a ring a jumper ring opener. I'm going to put this through here, and this end I'm going to put on my pinnacle and close this. Ooh, perfect. Now let's do the other side. And on the other side, because these other charms I chose are a little bit smaller, I decided I wanted to, okay, let's put this on. There we go. I gotta open this a little bit more. It's not open enough. Okay. tricky part right there. Got it. Now, I decided to put two on this end. I decided to put on the little star and the moon. So it's like the moon and the stars as such. And then I'll crimp this close, or perfect. Awesome. So let me move these out of the way, these little trays, and I'll show you what I have. Here is what we just created. So you have your two charms. You have your beginning breath, chant, breath, chant, breath, chant, breath, all the way down. You should have 7 chants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you should have your breath. There should be, I think, 8 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. So holding it within your hands. Some people say you take your middle and your thumb. I just hold them and I twist them. And this is considered one chant, but you'll say a complete affirmation phrase, which can have more than one line, like in Ho'oponopono, which is, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. That would be one chant. Even though it's 3 affirmations, it's one chant. So you would begin here, feet flat on the floor or set however you wish to set. Take a deep breath in through your nose, hold it for the count of 1, and let it out with a ha through your mouth. So it's like, ha. That is a good clearing breath. You can do that a couple of times to get yourself into the set of mind. Once you are ready and you feel grounded, then you can begin. It's like, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Your breath in through your nose, hold for the count of 1, and then release with a ha. And we're going to do this all the way down. You ready? Ha. Then continue. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. So that is one repetition. Okay, so you've got 21 phrases, 7 chants, 1 repetition. And you can do these in a sets of 3. So like we just completed 1, we can complete 2 more if we wish. But I'm going to stop there. I think I've given you the idea. And this can also be used for spell work, such as take your breath. And then it can be, I welcome abundance. I welcome prosperity. I am abundance. I am prosperity. I welcome abundance. I attract prosperity. I am abundance. I am prosperity. And that is spell work, working all the way down. So this can be used for spell work as well as for meditation. These are a wonderful tool to have. They can help you break bad habits such as for smoking, biting your nails, or what else you may have. So, yeah, I hope you make a set of your own beautiful meditation beads. If you do, leave a comment below and let me know what colors you chose and what charms you may have picked. If you will, please like, subscribe, and notify. Leave a comment and share. And also remember that no matter what you're going through, no matter where you are, tomorrow is always a brand new day. Tomorrow, we always get to start brand new. We get to begin again. Stay forever magical and with much love and gratitude. Blessed be.